Okay, good. Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, again, that would probably be my main objective. I have some savings that I feel like I don't trust banks. I would rather just put that somewhere else and yeah, potentially have it grow over time. I mean, I have all these funds. I feel like that's just one place where I think if I understand maybe this trading system, or if I could look out for um, certain trades or certain crypto, um, yeah, I would love to, and absolutely expand my knowledge on
Mhm.
that as well. I definitely want to be able to like, oh, I know confidently what trades to make, when to make them, and what times, all of that.
Mhm. Okay. Do you have you gotten started with cryptocurrency yet?
I have a Robinhood account. I have a Coinbase account as well. Um, Bitcoin, I've been trading. I mean, I've had that for about a year, um, but it's just more the smaller amounts. I think I've been trading for about I've been trading with around 3 to 4 grand
Mhm.
between Ethereum, Bitcoin, Dogecoin. I think that's it between those cryptocurrencies. And then there's some other just stocks that like, I was trading with Zoom during the pandemic. I worked for Live Nation, so just because I know about events and stuff, Live Nation, just the things that I think I'm kind of aware of and could guess it would be, going to hit or be have some type of influx like in the market. So
Mhm. Absolutely. Okay. So you got a little bit of background about cryptocurrency, and really the trend of it right now is exploding. Believe it or not, we're still in the early phases of adoption for cryptocurrency. And that's why it's a really beautiful thing to catch the learning curve now, because I'm telling you, you learn this now as a digital skill, you will be 5-10 years ahead of the people around in your circle right now. The reason
hmm
why
I love that.
is because 100 years ago, the same thing happened with the change of currency. Actually, it was a little bit, it happened 100 years ago. It also happened 50 years ago, but when we were taken off the gold standard by Nixon. But this is a new age of like, like we really have the potential to move from being bankers to
Mm-hmm.
becoming the bank. And naturally, this would come with much responsibility. One, the first thing that comes to mind is a huge learning curve. So the people who don't know the correct way to position themselves will be left out, and like they say, we're in the
Sure.
biggest time of the wealth transfer. So that way, what do you need to have in line to have your hands out completely to receive the abundance flowing your way? Like they say, like, Forex is I don't know, by this time, maybe a $5 to $6 trillion a day market. Well, cryptocurrency
Mm-hmm.
is the same, almost the same thing. Like, so we have both of these markets with so much money flowing through them. Who's to say that it can't be you if all of your, I guess you could say, positions are stationed correctly? Who's to say that you can't have your hands open and carve out $100,000 to $200,000 from that $7 trillion a day?
For sure.
So the basics I'm gonna go through in this conversation. I'm also gonna bounce around on my phone a little bit to show you some things that I've done on my phone, and some things that I'm doing with cryptocurrency.
Okay.
Because just to show you a variety of different ways and things like that. I really want to be holistic in the way we approach this. I think that getting this knowledge before, yes, everyone wants to learn how to trade. Yes, everyone wants to learn how to make money in the market. But I'm going to tell you right now, there's 20 different ways to make money with cryptocurrency. Did you know that?
I didn't.
Cryptocurrency trading is just one of about 20 different ways or streams of income that you can have with cryptocurrency. Tell me that's not crazy.
I, I, I think it is crazy because that I didn't know that.
So when you talk to your friends and when you talk to your people, they're going to look at you like you know some shit, because you're going to tell them, yo, look, check all these ways out that I've learned how to make money in the crypto space. And then they're going to come to you and be like, yo, Jasmine, put me on. Like, what's staking again? What's that bot that you was using that you was talking to me about? Oh shit, I need to get on with that. Well, this, here, do this. And they'll be willing to pay you for it. So you could turn this digital skill into money in a sense, which is another benefit of having this knowledge. So
absolutely,
the first and foremost, most important thing during this day and age, and the responsibility of moving from banker to bank, is privacy and security. Now, I know you've seen those movies where everyone, or let's say it's a millionaire or billionaire in a movie, let's say Wolf of Wall Street, for example, where he's laundering money with he's a brokerage guy on Wall Street, a stockbroker on Wall Street, and he runs a firm, and he owns majority of the shares in these particular companies, right? So when the company stock drives up, he owns majority of the shares. He would liquefy his positions and then cash out, right? The only thing is, Leonardo, what's his name? Oh man,
Leonardo.
No, the guy. Yeah.
But talking about the actor.
Yes, Leonardo, but who he actually represented in real life was a guy that I can't think of his name right now. Yeah, so whoever that stockbroker was, he was taking all of this money and he began to become under investigation by the SEC and stuff like that. So he had to figure out where to move his money. Long story short, in the movie, he took, this Switzerland family and they were strapping money around their titties and shit like that. Like, it's pretty funny.
Right.
Why did he go to Switzerland? Is because he knows that Switzerland provides some of the most secure banks in the world, right? So if we're talking about digital money now, we need to have something that has that level of security and privacy, right? Because in the event that Leonardo DiCaprio got convicted or claimed bankruptcy or whatever was happening with his cases, he still had 45.
He wouldn't touch that, right?
They would have no jurisdiction to be able to touch that money, right? Especially if you know how to play the game. And, like I said, keep talking to me and we'll keep playing the game together, because I think I know.
Well, we are. That's right.
So,
let's play.
The first thing that I recommend is to sign up with Proton Mail, because what you'll become, I guess you could say, more aware of in the future is, with Bill Gates and all of this stuff, trying to inject people with vaccines, and he just patented a new technology that you could slip in your hand and you could basically spend your cryptocurrency with your biometric data and stuff like that. You want to be as secure as possible. So with being able, I guess you could say, with being at risk of hackers and people stealing your information, people phishing and stuff, all these scams going around with cryptocurrency. I talked to a Bitcoin millionaire a month and a half ago. She told me that she lost 100 G's because, some guy was trading the money for her and then just ran off with it, basically.
Right.
So in order to protect,
and that's what I've heard as well.
Yeah, pretty crazy, but that's because she's not taking proper time to structure herself like
to secure it.
Yes, because in the moment, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, you see coins like Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, you see coins like, the whole market is down right now. All of these small coins, once they pop, people will start to become millionaires overnight. And this is what's happened in 2017, since Bitcoin was at 3,000, all of a sudden it's at 50,000. So this will be you. The more you constantly attune yourself to the frequency of being digitally savvy with currency and moving money around, the more habitual you become with it, the more you'll continue to be in a position where, okay, I got 5Gs in a brokerage account or an exchange. All of a sudden, you got insider news of a coin that's about to pop. It's about to jump let's just say 2000x. Boom, you throw the 5Gs, on the coin, and all of a sudden, by the end of the week, you just made $25,000, but you don't know where to put it. You don't know how to manage it.
Exactly. That's where I'm at.
You don't know how to secure it. And this is why our people need to become educated about digital skills, protect and be able to protect biometric data, and basically become the bank. So I highly suggest sign up with Proton Mail because they provide end-to-end encryption. As you see, they provide Swiss level of privacy with data security and neutrality. It's an anonymous email. So it's, again, end-to-end encryption. So remember, this is not legal advice. I'm not a tax attorney, but let's just say the United States wouldn't be able to get access to your emails, if you know what I'm saying.
That.
Right. So I plan on having multiple email accounts like this. It's pretty cool.
Fact, right. This is, again, something I have not heard of before, so I'm loving it.
Good. So the next thing that you need to know about in order to protect your biometric data, because remember, people like Bill Gates, like, I don't know if you realize all of these security features on your phone where like you have to now, they're prompting you to make a decision as to whether or not they can track your activity on the app, or you've been seeing that? Yeah.
Yes, so, absolutely. And I've right, which I've not noticed even a couple years ago. Like, I don't even remember that option coming up at all. Absolutely something I've noticed. People just, oh yeah, whatever, just a new policy. Like, I don't know. Like, people don't be paying attention to what they. That's why I'm so scary. Like, but it definitely starts with more of me understanding what I'm doing. But I absolutely have noticed that as well.
Absolutely. So I'm glad that you've noticed that, because I have too, and so have all of us, right? There's some, like my fiance, she had to do something for Instagram the other day where she literally had to like rotate her face or like look to the right, look to the left, and like basically just stealing her biometric data. And it's like Canada is, there's like acts right now or something going on with these like petitions where they're trying to like stop the Canadian government from tracking biometric data. This is why everybody in Canada needs to fucking use a VPN, because the government is stealing their shit. So the role of a VPN is to provide a secure encrypted tunnel for your online traffic and to flow. Nobody can see through the tunnel and get their hands on your internet data. NordVPN is the best VPN if you're looking for peace of mind when on public Wi-Fi. Securely access personal information, work files, encrypt your internet connection, and keep browsing history private. All right, very, very important. So I'm going to show you what it looks like very, very briefly, just because it's really cool. And this is going to come in handy, especially when I instruct you on how to get signed up with Binance, the Binance account, not the US one. So this is what it looks like. So in the event that, let's say you're out in public and you're nervous, like I've always been nervous about that too. Like in the United States, I've seen, let's just say, so many people get hacked because they join a Wi-Fi network and it's like, boom, all of their information is uploaded on some kind of server and just stolen, right? So here with this VPN, all you would need to do, for example, if you wanted to be a little bit more secure when opening your Coinbase, when opening your private wallets, and we're going to go over all of this and what this means, maybe not all today, but definitely will make a dent. So this VPN is good because it'll make you secure. Now, when you're good, this is going to come in handy later. When you are using Binance.com, which is foreign to the US and completely anonymous, if you get what I'm putting down, you need a VPN. The reason why you need a VPN is to be able to ping a server in Bulgaria or actually the UK just banned Binance. It's pretty crazy. But let's just say somewhere in Russia or even some places in Canada, they can sign up with Binance .com, which is very different from Binance.us. The Binance.us
Okay.
is complete. It's not anonymous. It can be tracked, and most likely you will be more than increased probability of being audited. Let's just say.
Interesting.
So
Okay. Yeah.
you want to have a VPN to sign up with Binance.com instead of .us, so that way you could trade or anonymously. So that, because let's just I'm not giving legal advice, but with Biden issuing this 37% capital gains tax, there's a few different ways around that, right? But one of the main ways is not being in the United States. So, and another thing,
right.
not withdrawing that cryptocurrency into fiat. But we'll continue to talk about this, and we'll go down the rabbit hole some more, and we'll figure out how to play the game. All right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go back to my screen. So I'm gonna go over very briefly the difference between exchanges and wallets, okay? Because not many people are familiar with the difference. Do you know the difference between a exchange and a wallet?
I don't want the proper definition.
Okay, good. So an exchange is basically, so when let's say you were to go to Canada, right? Or Mexico, before at the airport, you would exchange your $100 bills for I don't know, $100,000 peso, right? Pretty crazy.
Sure.
So at that exchange, you would exchange your money. Same thing with digital money and cryptocurrency. So there are exchanges where you buy and sell different currencies, right? Now, that is all they're supposed to be for. You can now exchanges are pretty cool, because not only can you buy and sell different currencies, but you can send currency too now, which is a whole new innovation. And I love cryptocurrency for that matter. However, if you have assets that you're accumulating, they should never be stored long-term on an exchange. The reason why, companies like Binance, companies like Bittrex, who have been hacked before and have stolen millions of dollars of cryptocurrency from people's exchange accounts, So it's important to understand something like Coinbase is an exchange. However, Coinbase does have a hard wallet. So most people have the exchange, which is this right here. I'll show you. This is the exchange, Coinbase.com, where it is like a wallet for sure, but it's not the best secured wallet, you know what I mean? Which is why Coinbase has something different, you know what I mean? You can protect all of your digital assets of over 500 different tokens. You could even put your NFTs and digital collectibles inside of your private wallet, right? So throughout time, we'll continue to go over this about what this means and why these are important. Because here, I'll show you my digital wallet right now. And actually, I'm gonna show you first. I'm gonna first turn on my VPN. I'm gonna turn on my VPN, and I'm gonna go, let's just say somewhere in the United States, right? And then I'm going to go to my Exodus wallet, and I'm gonna open up my Exodus to show you. Just give me 1 second while my Exodus loads. Cool. Perfect. All right, where we at? New share. Here we go. Boom. All right, you can see my screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is my Exodus. This is a cold wallet. This is super important for you to have a storage unit for all your assets, right? Because if you were a bank, you would have a large metal 7-inch steel vault. Am I right? If you had
Okay.
millions of dollars in a physical bank, that's where all your money will be protected by, right? Think of
Sure.
Exodus like that vault in a sense. So I like Exodus, but there are many out there. Like again, Coinbase has one. There's crypto.com, which I'm going to show you my crypto.com because I actually got a cryptocurrency Visa card now. This is important for trading too, because in the moment that, like I said, you pop off, let's say you make 10 G's, you make 10 G's off a trade. What I would do, let's say it's trading Ethereum.
Yeah.
I make 5 G's trading Ethereum, right? And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh shit, where do I put this money? So
right.
the first place you're gonna have it is your exchange. So what I would do is I would send it directly over to my digital, my cold wallet. So I would receive the Ethereum here, right? Boom, get the Ethereum.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I would do is I would go over to exchange if I want, depending on how I wanted to play it. I would go over to Bitcoin and then I would transfer that Ethereum into a stable coin. So I can't find it. I can't, oh, here. Yeah, that's the Bitcoin. And where's my USDT? Let's just see. Boom, let's just say. Whatever. It's not allowing me to do it right now. I don't know why, but I'll figure that out after. But yeah, basically, if I made 5 G's off of a trade, I would transfer it directly into my cold wallet and I would transfer it into a stable coin, which doesn't lose or gain value. It's basically like having a digital US dollar, you know?
Okay.
So that's important to know, especially when you're trading cryptocurrency, because if you leave your money inside of the coin, you put yourself at risk of losing the profits. So so a lot of people don't usually do that. But if you think about when Bitcoin hit, what was it, $24,000 like a year and a half ago, and everybody was going crazy and they were like, oh, Bitcoin's gonna pop, Bitcoin's gonna pop. Well, it did pop, but guess what people did who flipped their money is they put that however much money they made into a stable coin, so that they retain the profit, and that way they could buy back in at Bitcoin at a lower price, basically.
Understood.
Yeah. So
it just makes sense to me. It makes sense to me that as far as the stable wallet, putting that towards somewhere, because I would always do that. I would sell, then think like, okay, what am I going to put it back into? I have to put it back into something, right? With that stable wallet, you're not necessarily having to do that or have that pressure of having to put it right back into something that potentially will lose money or more money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good thinking. Okay. Exactly. So what I would do if I were you, if I was looking to become a trader, and I'll share a few courses of mine that I would recommend strongly. I'll share that right after this. What I would do is I would sign up with Proton Mail.
Okay.
I would get NordVPN on 2 devices. I would get it on my phone and on my computer. So that's step 3. Step 4 is you already have your Coinbase account, so that's good. Step 5 is I would use the VPN to create a Binance account, not Binance.us, Binance.com. Big difference, because one is anonymous, the other is not. Right?
Binance.com. Yeah, copy that.
And
Binance.com is the one that we need, right? Not .us. Anything .us can be, in a sense, traceable.
Exactly.
Okay, copy.
Exactly. Um, so that's what I would start with. In terms of
Okay.
in terms of funding your account, in terms of
Mm-hmm.
so we'll talk about that for a second. We'll talk about funding, and then we'll talk about where you can go to further your education, because I can teach you how to trade
Sure.
cryptocurrency, but I can also show you other courses on where you can purchase and you can go and do that at. So
For sure. That's me.
funding your account. This is the reason why something like Coinbase, crypto.com, or Voyager, or any other centralized wallet is good, because you get to link that Visa card or your bank account to that centralized platform. So they can see when you buy cryptocurrency, right? Because they can't tax you on buying cryptocurrency. They can only
Right.
tax, the US can only tax you on the capital gain of you withdrawing the profit from that cryptocurrency. Does that make
Right.
sense?
Understood. It
So
does.
the
Just
moment
like
that
when you cash out, there's always a certain tax or percentage that's taken out from that. You're not going to cash out exactly what you're trading with, right?
exactly. So in the event that you buy $5,000, let's just say, because believe it or not, Ethereum and Bitcoin, I think, are a distraction to where the real profit is. If you're someone like us, if you're someone like, let's just say, middle class kind of people, like just becoming middle class, got a little bit of money, you know what I mean?
Mm.
And you don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars to invest into each asset, like, I think Ethereum and Bitcoin, our focus should go away from. If I had $5,000, I would look to diversify that depending on my objectives, right? And I would say you have to get very clear on your objectives the more you learn about this. What do I want to do? Yes, I want long-term investment, but I'm a day trader, so obviously I want daily profits too. So
Sure. Sure.
eventually we can talk about a strategy, an overall strategy, and maybe I'll share a little bit about my own strategy. But funding your account with a Visa card or your bank account, for example, Coinbase pretty much can link any bank account. But if you do have troubles, I've heard that to be, common as well. Just switch up the
Mm-hmm.
bank account, put money in another bank account, and boom, do the do thing. Now, if you want to be anonymous, here's what you can do. You can find a Bitcoin ATM, which I found
Okay.
very effective. I've actually deposited a couple $1,000s into ATMs, and it was really smooth. All I did,
Okay.
I get there, put in my number. Of course, I put in my Proton mail, not my regular
Mm-hmm.
Gmail. I put in my Proton mail there, so that way they could send me the private keys after I made the deposit. And then I would
Mm-hmm.
scan my Coinbase address right in the ATM, put the money in, and then it was literally less than an hour. They took a lot of taxes. It was like $60, 60, maybe like
Okay.
60 to $80 worth of taxes, or whatever, or fees. But the money was in my Coinbase account in less than like 25 minutes. And then I'm like,
Interesting.
it
Right.
was like lightning speed. And guess what? That's
Which,
coming.
in some sense, I would pay that fee just to get it that fast anyway.
Exactly. Because on Coinbase, that's a good point. On Coinbase, you gotta wait 5 to 7 days whenever you.
Exactly. I seen that. Right. Yeah.
So if you wanted to do it fast and anonymous, it might be smart, and it might be worth paying the $100 fee, because let's just say
Sure.
you're funding your Binance account. And look, this is what I mean by completely anonymous. The United States won't know a damn thing. Yes, they know that somebody bought Bitcoin, but they
Mm-hmm.
can't trace a private address in Bulgaria. So what you do
Mm-hmm.
is, if you have your Binance.com open, you can send that Bitcoin that you bought at the ATM over to your Binance, which is genius, because
Yeah.
whatever gains you make on it, you ain't got to report shit.
Right.
So benefits, you know? Okay. So I spoke about funding the account. I spoke about how to stay secure. I spoke about the difference between a wallet and an exchange.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to talk about very briefly how to make money in cryptocurrency. So the first thing is obviously day trading, right? If you want to learn more about day trading cryptocurrency, there's tons of courses, there's tons of people out there. So I would say if you have recommendations that you personally know, definitely test them out. However, I have a couple courses that I took, Secret Energy, not necessarily about day trading in this particular course, but I'm going to show you day trading. Oh, what is it? Crypto University. Damn, I think it was, put it on my Brave wallet, I think. Hold on, let me look it up real quick. Crypto University it is.
Crypto University.
Hold on, I'm gonna send it to you in the chat so that way you have it. But Crypto University. All right, let me come back to the chat. Where we at? Right here. All right, boom. So Crypto University is right there. And I would say if you want to learn more about trading and stuff like that, you could take his courses that he has. I think they're pretty dope. But also there's a course from my brother. Oh man, my brother Savan Bomar, which I don't think I'm gonna be able to find right now, but I just saw it the other day. Let's just see. Either way, that guy, Crypto University, provides a good start to be able to start trading. Oh, here it is right here. Oh, word. I'm going to send this through the chat.
Okay.
And what's cool about it is you could even buy these courses with cryptocurrency. So that's another cool. Crazy. Yeah, it's another cool thing about it too. You know, there's a whole ecosystem of exchanging money for businesses with cryptocurrency. So if you want to learn more about trading cryptocurrency, I highly, highly recommend these two courses. So Crypto University and the Advanced Cryptocurrency Masterclass, because then you'll be able to get a good foundation of how to choose a good coin or what coins or projects to support in order to not waste your time and your money of investing into projects, because that's what not a lot of people understand as well. It's like, these coins are more than just digital currencies. They're projects. Like they literally have objectives, and every cryptocurrency, if you go on Coin Market Cap, this is going to be your best friend when you're, taking the day trading serious. When you go on Coin Market Cap, you can see the white papers, and like you can click every coin and go check out their personal website and stuff like that, which is really beautiful.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, really cool. But in a sense, you can see how some of these cryptocurrencies move 7% in a week. So there are tools like the BiofeedBack, which is my next thing on how to make money in cryptocurrency, is you could, instead of you trading your money, you can have a bot do it for you. So let's say you have enough capital, you could have this bot, and there's a specific way to attune the bot. The whole process of learning how to use this bot is a lesson in itself, in which I would love to help you through as well. But this bot could basically take your money and flip it.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a risk of losing money, but what good is it? Like you said, I don't trust these banks. What good is it to have your money sitting in a bank, not accruing interest? And I've heard these banks lately, I've heard some crazy news about them starting to issue negative interest rates and stuff like that.
Oh, so, for sure, right.
Yeah, so I would rather have a few $1,000s that you would consider your savings in your Binance account, and then connect the API to BiofeedBack, and then let BiofeedBack make incremental purchases, buying and selling on a day-to-day basis. Remember, the cryptocurrency market is open 24/7, 365. So in the event that you're making $5, $10 a day for 365 days, your savings account is now up 25% instead of it being in a a fiat bank account where now it's negative 10% because of
I'm
inflation.
sure.
It's crazy.
Seriously, right.
So this is where I have my money. I have some of my money in Binance. I have a lot of my money in my cold wallet. I also have money in other bots as well, in Forex, offshore accounts, and I got my money in all kinds of places, truthfully.
Right.
It's because
Some goals. Shit, I'm about to get there.
so cool. This is one way to make money in cryptocurrency, right? Obviously, the number one way to make money in cryptocurrency is buying and holding, right? So you hold it, and that's why I say refer to this course here. So if you want to learn how to make money in cryptocurrency for the long haul, go back to this course from my mentor, Secret Energy. He's been my mentor for almost 7-8 years now. I love this guy, very, very metaphysical brother from San Diego. And cool. He's a huge into cryptocurrency, and he's actually the one who built WealthyBot. So he's a really collected.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So he's a really cool guy. Very well developed and very rich off cryptocurrency, let's just say. All right. So the second way to make money in cryptocurrency is the WealthyBot. We just went over that. The third way to make money with cryptocurrency is something called staking. Now, staking is basically similar to the idea of fractional reserve banking, but it's different. It's basically when you lock your money up for a certain amount of time, and within that time, it accrues interest. Now,
Okay.
on the back end of that, I don't know, the platform, whoever is allowing you to stake that coin, you're basically agreeing to not be able to touch that money for a certain amount of time, right?
Got it. Right.
I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to screen share on my phone so that way I can show you my crypto.com wallet. And that way I could kind of show you. All right. Let me know if you can see my screen.
Oh shit. My phone just died.
Oh, shoot.
Definitely not paying attention. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's all cool. It's all cool. Well, listen, I'm just gonna tell you anyway. I'm not even gonna worry about showing you. But another way to make money in cryptocurrency is something called staking. Staking is when it says it right here. It's an alternative way to verify secure transactions on the blockchain. It works with minimal energy consumption and it's very easy. It's basically, in layman's terms, it's basically when you lock your money up for a certain amount of time and your money gains interest, or your coin gains interest, right? So
okay.
that's a very, so if you, let's just say, for example, a very good coin to stake, Exodus staking, is, let's say, I don't know, Polka or something like that, or even ADA or Cardano or something like that, right? So Cardano may issue like a 6% almost like interest rate, where if you lock your money up for 40, 30, 45 days, the longer it's staked, the more money, the more interest that it grows on, basically. Sure. So if you do, let's say you do that with, for example, you have $10,000 that you can invest and lock away, basically. You can always unlock it. It just takes a couple days for it to unlock, right? But let's say you got 10K liquid and you have 10 different coins giving you 10% each, right? So that's what, $10 every 30 days. So you have $10 every 30 days from 10 different coins, right? So you have $100 every 30 days from these 10 different coins. That's not bad. So let's say you have, let's say you do that for 12 months. You would do 100 times 12. So now the $10,000 altogether just gained 12, 13, 14% profit just by the money being in the coin. It's crazy. opposed to, again, I'm gonna give you the alternative, opposed to your dollar being in the bank, losing money because of inflation.
Crazy.
Right.
Right.
So I see it as like, it's so easy. That's like one of the easiest ways to make money in cryptocurrency. Just put it in there and hold it. The fourth way is actually mining. Now, I'm not going to go into mining, and I think that we should have a follow-up call to kind of like talk about
for sure
when you're on your computer, so that way you could begin, while we're on the call, you can begin to set these things up if you haven't done it already. But mining is another very easy way to make money in cryptocurrency. Is basically when you buy a hardware that confirms basically confirms transactions on the blockchain. And because of your hardware doing that, you make passive income because of it. It's just as simple as that. You know what I mean? So those are just 4 very easy ways to make money in the cryptocurrency space. Now, remember, I told you that there's almost over 20. So we're really just getting started, but this is a good, I
love it.
This is a good foundation in the past hour that we've spent to be able to like really lay out how expansive cryptocurrency is and how you could be secure, how you remain private and anonymous, how to protect your assets. You've learned the difference between an exchange and a cold wallet. You learned how to purchase cryptocurrency. You learned some other resources of where to get more information about cryptocurrency.
For sure.
And then, of course, a few different ways on how to make money in the cryptocurrency market. So I think if you have any questions, please let me know. But maybe we could schedule a call next week and we could dive in for another 45 minutes on I guess you could say how to move forward with some of these things and continue.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I'll take this time this week to do my research on pretty much what we talked about. I was doing notes as you were talking, and I'll get my accounts and stuff set up with those ones that we, discussed.
Yep.
I'm so excited. You don't even know. For real. No, for real. I've literally been looking for something like this. And for it to be exactly what it is and nothing, no ulterior motive, I'm all about it. So you're about to be at my wedding or something in some years on a yacht. So that's what I'm on.
Oh, I love it. I love that transparency though, because I always say like the people who I work with, like, it's more of a friendship, but of course there's a client relationship, but the relationship is like, yo man, I'm with you. If you with me and you fuck with me and I fuck with you, I'm a lifelong friend, you know what I'm saying? So
and that's what I need for real. And I'm serious because that's all, ultimately what I want. I don't care for a lot of people. I've never had social media in my life, but my close little net 4 or 5 people that have known me for 10, 15 years, it's like they already know what I would do for them and vice versa. So I really appreciate you, and I can't wait to set something up for next week.
Yes. So let me just, before we go, I just want to ask you a quick question.
Yes, sir.
If I have your permission, so this is recorded, so I'm going to send you a copy right after. I just wanted to ask you if I could potentially use this call as content for other people.
1,000%. Absolutely.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much.
You have my permission. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay, well, listen, schedule another call with me for next week, and then we'll keep the momentum rocking. Until then,
sounds great. Sister. I definitely will, and I'll make sure to have my computer handy as well. And I'm assuming it'll be via Zoom again, right? Just so I could have all that set up and ready for you.
That is
for
right.
us. Okay, awesome. All right, well, I will talk to you soon. Please have a blessed day. I appreciate you, man. You do great things.
You as well. Thank you so much. You take care.
All right. You too. Bye.
Participants.